What's good with y'all, man? You watching AGTV, and on this episode, we're reacting to the making of the Beast, Yohan Blake documentary. Now, I feel happy about this one, man. I'm excited about this one. This got requested on Instagram. I went on my Instagram and I asked everybody what y'all want to react to. What do y'all want me to react to? And this one of the requests I got. I know I don't disclose Instagram and stuff like that, but this is an Instagram request. You know what I'm saying? This is an Instagram request. If you want to start requesting stuff on Instagram, because sometimes I do only do Instagram requests certain days. My Instagram is agtvclips. Once again, agtvclips. I'm going to spell it for you. agtvclips. agtvclips. But this the making of the Beast, Yohan Blake documentary. And other than that, I ain't really got too much to say, man. Let's just get into it.
Champions are not born as such, but rather they are built. They are the end product of years of experience, hard work, and knowledge.
Facts.
Finally reaching a deserved place among the greats of their discipline. We can talk about any type of field, whether...
Hey, that's real what he just said right there. If you want to be like the best at anything or even be like remembered in life, you got to put so much work in. Sorry if my beard look crazy. I just got out the shower and shit. There's probably water all up in my shit. But you got to really put in work, and you really got to be disciplined. You got to sacrifice a lot of stuff. Like, you got to sacrifice nights out with your friends. You got to sacrifice sleep sometimes. You got to sacrifice a lot of things in general. You know what I mean? You got to sacrifice just everything that you love to do. Sometimes you got to put that shit to the side. You know what I mean? It's not easy to be a great. So I really resonated with what he just said right there, because you really got to put in work for this shit.
Third place among the greats of their discipline. We can talk about any type of field, whether they are professions, sports, art forms, you name it. A champion is the result of years of grinding and a constant desire for improvement. This is the story of the second fastest man of all time.
And in third place, Nesta Carter, it's 9.69.
Nicknamed the Beast by Bolt due to his work ethic and how hard he trains. It's no surprise Beast by Bolt due to...
Oh, what's his name? Usain Bolt gave him that name? If Usain Bolt gave you that name, you know it's valid. That shit valid.
His work ethic and how hard he trains. It's no surprise that he left quite a mark in the world of athletics. Yohan Blake was born in St. James, Jamaica on December 26th of 1989. As an interesting fact, Blake was not initially drawn to sprinting, and he was somewhat of a late bloomer in that regard because he started out on that discipline. He was actually a big fan of cricket, a sport he follows to this very day. He has even admitted in interviews that...
I don't think I ever knew cricket was I don't know if cricket is a big sport in Jamaica, but since he played cricket, I'm assuming y'all play it in Jamaica, right? I never knew cricket was like a big sport in Jamaica. I thought y'all was more so like on the soccer, football. I don't know. I guess I never thought about any sports in Jamaica past football. I don't know what y'all play in Jamaica. I guess I never really thought about it. But that's interesting though.
That he has the ambition of playing for the IPL team, Royal Challengers Bangalore, the team he supports in that sport. He played a fast bowler in cricket, but when he was a teenager, his coach told him that he should try sprinting, a similar scenario that took place with Usain Bolt.
You know what'd be so interesting about some of the greatest people in like any field? A lot of times people have to convince them to do the thing that made them great. Even in music, you could look at Jay-Z. If you wanna go to the new generation, Lil Baby, them is like two of the biggest artists of the last, well, Jay-Z, of course, is a different generation, but they had to convince Jay-Z to really rap. They had to convince Lil Baby to really rap. They saying they had to convince him to really sprint. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of the best in life at certain stuff, they had to get convinced to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me. But it makes sense, though. I think that was the same incident with another one of the sprinters from Jamaica, but I think it was a girl or something, or like a woman. I can't remember who it was, but it was a similar situation like that with another sprinter, though.
Blake started to make quite an impact early on, as he made his first national team to the World Youth Championships at the age of 15 years old. With his first showing on this stage, he made it all the way to the final, even breaking his personal best in the first round, dropping it to 10.5.
He fast as fuck, bro.
6 to win his heat.
That nigga fast as fuck.
Despite not coming in as the #1 Jamaican, he ended up being the only one to make it to the final, unfortunately finishing 7th in a race won by Harry Akine Zariti. The next year, Blake made even more noise locally by putting one of the best performances at the Jamaican High School Championships in 2006, when he defeated the likes of Warren Weir, Dexter Lee, O'Shane Bailey, and Nickel Ashmead in an epic 100-meter final, destroying the Class 2 record in the process with his time of 10.34, a personal best at the time. Even though Romaldo Rose was on top of the Class 1 category, Yohan Blake's name resonated with the fans around the island as they saw great promise from the teenager. Despite his young age, he won the national under-20 title, thereby earning his place in the team to head to the World Under-20 Championships in Beijing. This was a step up in competition, even from the World Youths he had competed in a year earlier. However, fortunately for him, his biggest test were those same guys. The only problem was, they had improved just as he did. It proved to be quite...
That'd be crazy though. Like, you be thinking you so. That's why as an athlete, bro, it be so crazy. Like, and this, I feel like this anything in life, but especially as an athlete, when you so talented, so young, you gotta really stay on your grind, because them same people that you so much better than as a kid, they growing up and they working. Like, they're not in your position to where they the best because you the best. So they trying to catch up to you. They getting sick of losing to you, bro. So they working hard and hard and hard. And it's a weird thing when you the best, because you don't see nobody in front of you on top of you. But you got to keep on grinding as if you do, because if you don't, eventually somebody will surpass you. You get what I'm saying? That'd be the crazy thing about athletes. Like I said, that's anything in life for real, but I feel like especially in sports, though.
A test, but he rose above it quite well, winning his preliminary, then semifinal race, before snatching a bronze medal in the final.
Young talent competed in the World Junior Championships in Beijing, and running in lane 7, Canada's Justin Warner was able to grab second place in the 100 meters. A silver medal performance for Justin Warner behind Harry Arietev of Great Britain.
Losing once again to the British prodigy, Eriti. That bronze medal ended a successful season for young Blake, and has...
Well, I guess he wasn't the best right there, but you know what I'm saying. I think they said he was the best in something. I don't know if it was in high school or what.
His incredible work ethic continued to grow, so did his success on the track. In his first year of Class 1 competition, he broke Tess Velati's championship record of 10.24 seconds, with an incredible 10.21. In just a matter of a week, Yohan did something even more incredible when he ran 10.11 at the Carifta Games to set a brand new national record and games record as well. This was the moment many confirmed that this athlete was marked for greatness, because he managed to do something nobody from his country had done at his age. Interestingly, this time was so fast, if he had gone to the World Championships in Osaka that year, he would have made the final. After his high school career ended in 2009,
He did that in high school, bro? Hold on.
if he had gone to the World Championships in Osaka that year, he would have made the final. After his high school...
I be wondering how these high school like athletes be feeling when they be able to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like All-American, all that type of stuff. Like these real elite high school players who really get recruited by NBA and, well, not, I don't know how it is in Jamaica, but like it. Just for example, like some high school players, they get scouted by NBA, NFL, MLB. I don't know how I work with soccer and stuff like that, but I'm just speaking for sports that I know about and organizations I know about. But that I'm speaking for all different lanes though when it comes to sports. To just be an athlete and to be getting recruited by the highest level of scouts is, I wonder what that feel like, bro, because you really got to stay humble so you can keep on grinding. But I think when it come down to like high school athletes and kids like that, the younger generation or the younger people that's really doing it, I feel like a big thing with them be like the people around them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the best athletes always got the best mentors and coaches around. Because when I was a kid, I had so much potential as an athlete. And I'm not joking. Y'all probably think I'm playing, but I'm dead ass serious. I had so much potential as an athlete, but I didn't have the right adults around me to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the right people around me to push me to keep going. Like, I had too much freedom. You know what I'm saying? I had too much leeway. I was able to do too much of what I wanted to do. So some days I wouldn't go to practice if I didn't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? And some years I quit a sport and not go play that year and come back and, you know, all that type of shit. But if I really had somebody on my ass, like, nah, bro, we about to go get this work in and day out. If I had somebody like that, bro, I probably would have went to college and all type of shit for sports, for real. Like, real shit.
Ended in 2009. Yohan Blake, along with Warren Weir and other elite high school athletes, joined the Racers Track Club, the supreme club at the time, given that it had the world's fastest man working on his craft there. With a coach like Glenn Mills at the
We know who that is, fast as fuck.
The world's fastest man working on his craft there. With a coach like Glenn Mills at the helm, this was certainly the place to be for a still developing beast. And if he was somehow to make his mark at the highest level, the bar was no higher than Usain Bolt. After a rehab session in 2009, Yohan Blake was officially ready to take on the world's best seniors. In just his 4th month of competing, Yohan broke the 10-second barrier at age 20, running 9.96 seconds in Lausanne. The very next race, he broke the barrier again, recording 9.95 in Paris.
Good start from Bolt. He made a lot to do. Here comes Bolt. Power trapping off the position Blake. But Bolt's going to take it by a metre. Power second, Blake third. I think on the near side, Bailey got 4th.
Blake
How do niggas be that fast, bro?
was still gaining new fans, given he was new to the elite ranks, in what might be considered the fastest generation. His next meet, he never had Bolt and Powell to face, but he ended up facing Tyson Gay in London, who marched away from him and the field to record 9.78 seconds, pulling Blake to 9.89 seconds.
Well, not a bad start from Gabe, although he did stumble a little bit there. Coming back at him now is Thomas on the far side. And going well on this side too is Blake in yellow. But Gabe's going to take this one. The margin there about a metre at the line. 9.78. It's the fastest time in the world this year.
Breaking 9.9 for the first time. By the end of the year, Blake was considered the biggest upcoming threat to Usain Bolt, and some even his world record, given what he had done in his first full pro season. The very next year would be a cementing year to those beliefs, as he was an absolute beast on the track, opening the season with a 9.80 seconds, winning the Jamaican Invitational meet.
It was a clear win. Like, he won that shit clearly, too. That wasn't even really close for real. Yeah, that was a clear win.
He followed that up with 4 more sub-10s. Later on that year, he traveled to Daegu to take part in his first World Championships. With the absence of Tyson Gay and Asafa Powell, this was built as a clash between himself and the reigning world and Olympic champion Usain Bolt. It was the supposed
Usain Bolt tall as fuck. Look at this nigga. He a whole head taller than this man, bro.
prince versus the reigning king. But in what was a very unfortunate moment for Usain Bolt, he reacted before the gun, hence false starting and got disqualified. This made the task a little easier for Blake. And as expected, being the beast that he is, he ran away from the field to win his first world title. This was the moment of arrival for you.
I know everybody was talking shit about that. Like, he only won because Usain Bolt. Fuck all that. I won regardless. You know what I'm saying? If I was him, I wouldn't even think about it. Like, bruh, it ain't my fault the nigga jumped offside too quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been like, shit, I won. Like, I know they was in his ear about that, though.
Yohan Blake. Now, he wasn't just the upcoming challenger. He became the champion at 21 years old, the youngest in the history of the event. That momentum was just what he needed for an upcoming Olympic year. He took the world title. Now his focus was set on adding an Olympic title to his name. The speed he was showing made it hard to deny he could do it. because at the end of the 2011 season, he ran the second fastest 200 meter in history, blazing to a 19.26 seconds in Belgium.
Straight, Yohan Blake pulling away from Walter Dix. It's going to be a scintillating time, 19.26 seconds for the world lead. Yohan Blake.
Knowing the chances of Usain Bolt false starting at 2 consecutive global championships, Blake knew he had to run faster than he ever did to come out victorious in London. This is why we saw an extremely destructive Yohan, who took down everyone he faced leading up to the national championships. That determination and focus created 2 of the greatest nights of his career when he did the unthinkable by defeating Usain Bolt in both the 100 and 200 meter. Even though he was the world champion, nobody saw that coming.
Up they go. Powell is up well. Bolt has work to do. Powell is ahead of Bolt and the rest of the field. A stop for Powell. Blake comes forward on the outside. Yohan Blake wins. Bolt looks to be second. Powell looks to be third. Yohan Blake dismisses his team semi-final performance and dismisses the field.
Bro, you know what that would feel like to be able to tell your friends, bro, I just beat Usain Bolt in the race, bro. Like, I just really just outran this nigga. Like, what human being on earth can say some shit like that? Like, if I was to call my friends and be like, bro, I just raced Usain Bolt and I won, they'd be like, shut your stupid ass up. You know what I'm saying? He really, you know what I'm saying? He really could say that shit.
In 9.72, the fastest time he has ever run. The world champion stamps his class on the 100-meter field in Jamaica.
It shocked not only fans locally, but internationally too. Blake's win had Usain Bolt going into the Olympics not the outstanding favorite, something he had not dealt with since taking over the 100
Bro, for people to think that you actually gonna beat Usain Bolt in the race before the race actually started is crazy.
meter in 2008.
I'm just saying, that's just crazy.
However, neither was Blake a standout favorite because of the strength of the field. Justin Gatlin was back in the shape of his life. Tyson Gay was there, along with Asafa Powell, who was having one of his better seasons. It was a once-in-a-lifetime lineup, with legendary status sure for the winner. And unfortunately, he never did, as he finished behind Bolt, who ran his best ever time at the Olympic Games, setting a new Olympic record of 9.63 seconds. He followed up the 100-meter silver with another in the 200-meter, running 19.44 seconds, the fastest non-winning time in history. Blake was in his best form, but
The fastest non-winning time in history. I wonder what that even do. Are you even, as an athlete, are you even happy about that? That's a weird ass stat to have, the fastest non-winning time. I don't even think I would want that. Like, what the fuck?
so was Bolt, who was forced to be in that shape as a result of the defeat.
The beast himself.
No problem with the start. Tyson Gay got away well, so did Yohan Blake. Blake's going away from this field at the moment, and the following him is Tyson Gay, and Blake storming away.
These niggas be fast as fuck, bro. These niggas be overwhelmingly fast, bro. That shit ain't even real, bro. That shit crazy.
In 2013, where he was expecting to defend his world title, injury struck, and he was unable to make the trip to the Russian city of Moscow. This was not an extremely serious injury, but in 2014 when he returned, that was when he had the career-threatening injury, falling 40 meters into his race in Glasgow. He suffered a terrible hamstring tear, one that took a long time to recover from. As a matter of fact, he has until this day may not have recovered. As of that day, he has never broken 9.9 seconds in the 100 and failed to medal in any major meet. That can be considered the day the Beast died. While things did take an unfortunate turn for the Jamaican icon, the fact that he had such an impact in the sport in just 3 years surely does say something. Even almost a decade later, what he did is still being talked about. It is for that reason that Yohan Blake will go down as one of the best to ever do it.
I was not expecting that ending, bro. That's some fucked up shit. Like, damn, he did all that just to, damn, bro. I thought it was gonna be like, not that. I didn't think he was going. Damn, that's how his story ended. He got injured and shit. But that's how I go. I ain't gonna lie. With athletes though, sometimes it do end like that. Unfortunately, like, and it be some of the best athletes we ever seen that go through shit like that and never come back. Like that shit be crazy, bro. But that don't take away from what he did though. Like he was saying, like shit, he still did some shit motherfuckers talk about to this day. Like that's some crazy, that's some hard shit. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time hearing about him, but I'm not into track and field. I don't really watch the Olympics like that. I don't even really watch the basketball and shit. Like I don't really watch the Olympics like that. So I wouldn't know about the best of the best unless it's like somebody like fucking what's his name? The swimmer. See, I can't even remember his name. Michael Phelps or whatever. Is that his name? I don't want to say Michael Phelps. Do I sound stupid right now? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm trying to say though. Like I only be knowing about the real big ones that's all over the news and shit. But I don't be really watching Olympics and shit like that. But yeah, that's crazy though. But big shout out to him though, man. Shit, at the end of the day, he did what he did. You feel me? He did what he did. You can't control everything, man. But this the Making of the Beast, Yohan Blake documentary. I enjoyed it. Other than that, I ain't really got too much to say, man. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I'm react to next. I'm out.